Joey Gallo, former slugger. Um, Last team that he played for was the Washington Nationals last year. Uh, Joey Gallo was released by the White Sox, and he has decided to switch and convert to pitcher. So when I seen the news, I was like, "Huh, how old is Joey Gallo?" I was like, about like a year or two younger than Bryce, I believe. Bryce Harper. They're very close friends. 30. He's 31. I said, okay. Then I was just like, you know what? At 31, his career is still young enough for him to be able to latch on to another team and help a team win in regards to being somebody's DH, being a bench bat, things of that nature. If you can carve out a role for yourself in baseball as you get older, being that type of guy. Um, there's a lot of players that have ended up becoming like just good hands. They end up going from team to team. They sign 1 year deals. They help this guy. So there's a niche for it. There's a market for it. So I was just like, why would he want to switch? So then I got curious because I know Joey Gallo's numbers, but some things are very foggy to me. So I was just like, I remember this guy had consecutive years where he hit 40. I remember that. I also remember there was a time where he hit close to 40 for somebody else. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and go look at his numbers. So at 23 years old, he got called up. Well, he was with the Texas Rangers. 2017, he hit 41 home runs and hit 80 and had drove in 80 RBIs. He had an OPS of 869. You see the OPS, you're like, okay, it's pretty impressive. The following season, he had 40 home runs and 92 runs batted in. He had an OPS of 810, so it dropped by 59 points. They're like, okay, well, he's still a back-to-back 40 home run hitter. That's good, right? But let's go ahead and dive into the numbers, shall we? 2017, he played 145 games and had 94 hits in 145 games. That's fucking awful. He hit 41 home runs and he had a 209 batting average. The fact that his slugging percentage was over 530 is why he ended up having an OPS of over 689. He has massive power. When this guy was in the minors, he hit moonshots.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't do nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy hit moonshots. So there was always power there. But this guy just cannot put bat to ball. And if you can't put bat to ball, you're not going to be that productive. Then we go ahead and see 2019. He was an all-star. 22 home runs, 49 RBIs, had a 253 batting average, 389 on base, 598 slug. So he had a 986 OPS. You're like, oh, well, that's pretty impressive. It would be impressive if you played a whole season. The man played 70 games. So the fact that he played 70 games is why his averages looked like that. Now let's go to his last year that he was actually really, really good. 38 and 77 were the numbers. That was in 2021. Played 153 games and had an OPS of 808. Struck out 230 times. That's a career high. Walked 111 times. That's also a career high. But what's the common denominator here? Batting average. He batted 199 and hit 38 home runs. So let's just do the math. So he had 99 hits. Out of those 99 hits, 38 of them left the ballpark, which means that he had what? A little under 60, a little over 60 hits. for the rest of the season
100, what do you say, 152 games?
in 153 games.
That's crazy.
So you're damn right you should be a fucking pitcher. This ain't working for you, bro. You got a career batting average in 10 seasons of 194.
Pretty bad.
Can you find another guy that's played this much that's had batting average that bad?
Not for total career. I can't even, like, it's like hard enough, I feel like, to even get that per year. Like, you have to be like awful.
Yeah.
To hit under 200, especially, a few ticks under it. So
he played 2 years for the New York Yankees. Silent Assassin, the man had a 159 batting average.
At Yankee Stadium.
At Yankee Stadium. As a left-handed bat. He went to Minnesota. Played 1 season there. He batted 177. He then went to Washington last year. Played 76 games, hit 10 home runs and 27 RBIs, and batted 161. So out of the 36 hits that he had, 10 left the park, which means that you only had 26 extra hits.
That's wild. Even, like, on the batting average, add, like, 100 onto that. Like, 260. Like, that's just okay as, like a regular baseball
Yeah,
player.
I mean, that's 260 at this era of baseball. That's like the new 300.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So to even be 100 points, like, lower than that, it is crazy.
You have the Mendoza line, and he's well below it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, go pitch. This is done. No one's going to fucking remember you. No one's going to care. No one's even going to remember that you are actually a hitter at any point of your life. Because this is nasty work. For you to be this good in regards to, like, power-wise and never learn how to really hit a baseball, how'd you get this far? That's what kills me, is that all they saw was the power. Nobody came to this kid and said, yo, my man, you need to learn how to hit. Like, here, I'm going to put the glove by third base. Hit the ball there, please. Let's just take little choppers and see if you can be able to hit the ball in that direction. Because for what it seems like, it seems like Joey Gallo, for his entire major league hitting career, guessed at the plate. This doesn't look like somebody that knew what they were doing.
Just swinging and see what happens.
Just swinging and see exactly what happens. So, yeah, go pitch and see how that works. Because if it's a way to continue to stay into the league, be relevant, kind of revamp your career, yeah. But it's crazy when you go ahead and look at the stats to see how obnoxious it was. Like, I can understand why nobody, like, I can't understand why a guy like Alex Verdugo didn't get signed for this whole time, right? That's a guy that has defense, had a little down year with the Yankees, but he's still a good player. I can understand why Joey Gallo doesn't get signed by anyone. I can understand that. That makes all the sense in the world for me. You batted 161 with the Nationals. You would have all the opportunity in the world to play. They don't care because they're a bad team. So you out there you couldn't even figure it out there.
Yeah. It's also also it's not easy to hit that low, but also too, he's hit over 200 home runs, which is not a lot of people do that.
That is impressive.
Yeah.
For you to barely hit the ball and still crack over 200 home runs in your career, like, that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah. Just like, it's like contradicting.
Yeah. So it's like when you did make contact, the ball left the ballpark. It's pretty amazing. It's just not enough to keep him around the league as a hitter. So yeah, shouts to Joey Gallo for making that decision and being smart. The fact that he's a 2-time All-Star and won 2 Gold Gloves is nasty work. Like I don't understand. Baseball has they gotta make me try to understand the Gold Glove system, because how do these people just make Gold Gloves nowadays? You need to be eligible. You need to play a certain amount of games and have a certain amount of something to be able to be eligible. This is nasty. For you to be this bad and then have 2 Gold Gloves. How many Gold Gloves Frankie got? 2?
Yeah, when it was in the Indians, so it was a long time.
Let me see. Hold on. Now I gotta look it up. Now I gotta look this up.
Usually early on in his career.
This is crazy. Joey Gallo got the same amount of Gold Gloves as Frankie? That's nasty work. Yes. He got 2. That's crazy. Yeah, come on, man. Frankie's a 4-time All-Star. Joey Gallo, 2-time All. What year was he an All-Star? I laid the stats out. The man never had 140 hits a day of his life. It's crazy.
It was just like had to be added on in 2019 and 21.
Who, for Gallo?
Yeah.
2019 was that was a shortened year. And then 2021, how? So he had a WAR. He had the highest WAR of his career. He batted 199. How are you an All-Star?
He must have had a crazy first half.
That's I need to see the splits. I need to find that, because we'll come back to that at maybe another show. But this is nasty. So yeah, go do something else.